Hi guys, my name is Miriam Ackerman and I'm the owner and lead planner of Scout and Grace Events. And I've been planning weddings since 2001, and so I know a little bit about the wedding industry and how to plan a really perfect wedding. Today I really wanted to talk to you guys about having to reschedule your event. I know so many of you are being impacted by COVID-19 and how devastating that is for you guys. It's devastating for us all in the industry. I just want you guys to know right now that your wedding vendors, our hearts are breaking as well. We are really feeling your pain. We don't do this just to support our families. We do this because we love our events. We love our weddings. We love this industry. We love celebrating in everyone's lives. I mean, this is the most happy day of everyone's lives, and we get to be a part of that. And to see all of the heartbreak that's happening right now with the postponement of weddings, it's devastating, and we understand. So I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about that and maybe try to offer some help on how to start the postponements and how to start this process. So first things first, when you're having to postpone your wedding, you need to look at dates and you need to ask your venue. Decide if you're going to move forward with your current venue. I hope most of you will. I know sometimes during the planning process, you might feel like maybe it's time for a change. Maybe your vendors aren't the vendors that you thought they were going to be when you first started. I hope that's not the case. And if it is the case, I'm going to tell you right now, you should hire a wedding planner because your wedding planner is going to help you find those perfect vendors. Anyway, back to my main point, finding out if your venue is available on the date that you want. So first things first, you need to talk to your fiance, decide a time frame when you'd like to move your event date. I know a lot of spring brides are moving to the fall or even postponing it for a full year into next spring. I would suggest doing it as soon as possible. So maybe look at a fall date. That gives you enough time to reschedule everything, make sure it all happens. And everyone loves a spring wedding. Everyone loves a fall wedding. I mean, a wedding is a beautiful event and a celebration, and we all need something to look forward to celebrate right now. We're all stuck and trapped inside of our homes, looking at anything to get us out of the house and any way to get us out of the house possible. So I really think that postponing a wedding is a good way to help you mentally because you can look forward to that wedding date. You can put all of your time and energy and efforts into this new date. So first things first, talk to your venue. Decide what time frame you guys want to move to and ask the venue what dates they have. Most of your wedding vendors, if you're having to postpone, are going to be very, very helpful, and they're going to be very, very understanding, and most of them are going to offer what they can to help during this time. So next thing I would say, after the venue, you book the new date and change your date over, hire a planner. If you haven't already done so, it is so important, guys. You deserve to hire a planner. Yes, I know so many brides and grooms say they can plan their wedding themselves. Absolutely, you can. Guys, you can sell your house by yourself. You don't need a realtor. You can mow your yard yourself. You don't need a lawn guy. You can take care of your pool. You don't need a pool guy. But most of us work full-time jobs. Most of us need those people that are experts in these areas to help us out. You know, you can plant some flowers in the front yard, but it's not going to look as good as if a landscaper comes out and does it for you. They're going to know what trees to plant, what bushes to plant, what's going to look the best. Same with a realtor. They're going to know all the ins and outs, all the legal aspects of selling and buying a new home. That's what a wedding planner does. Yes, we are a luxury. Yes, most brides and grooms think, I don't need that. It's just a luxury item. I don't need a videographer. I don't need a wedding planner. I can do it all myself. So-and-so can video it on their phone and it'll be just as memorable. Guys, you get married one time. One time. You have one time to make this perfect and have everything in order. So I say spend the money in the long run, a wedding planner is going to help you out. They're going to know all the ins and outs. They're going to know all of the vendors that you need. So again, if you have not hired a planner during this time, it's imperative that you hire somebody that's very knowledgeable, that knows the ins and outs of the industry. I'm just going to throw this out there for you guys. There's so many planners that pop up overnight. They get married, they plan their own wedding, and then they decide, oh, this is what I want to do with my life. I want to be a wedding planner. And you can find them online. Usually you can find them word of mouth through a friend or something. Oh, so-and-so just started her own business as a wedding planner, and she only charges, $800 to plan your whole wedding. You guys, think about the hours that it takes to plan a wedding. The average wedding takes 350 to 400 hours to plan. Think about that. If your planner is charging you $800 to do all of that planning, it doesn't work out, guys. It doesn't work out. If you think about how much you pay a good, qualified, knowledgeable, experienced planner, you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot of money. But it's well worth it, guys. It's well worth it. We spend so much time behind the scenes working on your date. There's so many emails that we get sent back and forth. There's so much planning. There's so much organization involved. And we help you through all of that. We take you step by step. Now, I want to say that I'm not discouraging anyone out there that just got married and decides that they want to be a wedding planner. Absolutely, by all means. I know some great planners that's how they started. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying right now may not be the best time to hire somebody that just got married themselves and started a wedding planning company and you're their second bride. They may be offering a great deal price-wise, but they may not know all the vendors. They may not know all the ins and outs yet. They don't have the experience under their belts yet, guys. So again, I'm not saying I'm a dream killer, because I'm not. I was there before. I wasn't one of those that got married and then decided to be a wedding planner. I was a wedding planner long before I even met my husband. So I've done this for many, many years, and I know all the ins and outs. And there's so many experienced wedding planners that have been doing this for 2, 3, 5, 10 years. I mean, not everyone's been doing it for 20 like me, but that's okay. I started really young. I started when I was 5. Just kidding. I did start really young though, and not everyone is at the level that I'm at, but that's okay. That doesn't mean that they're not going to be great. Find somebody that you click with, because personality is so important with finding a wedding planner. It's okay to interview several, and it's okay to go with somebody that you click with, that you like their personality and you like their spirit, because you're going to be spending so much time with them. So it's very, very important that you find somebody that you like. And if it is one of those that has just started but you really feel a connection with them, maybe you do go for it. I'm just saying right now, with what's happening in the industry and how we're having to postpone so much, it might not be the best time to hire somebody that's brand new. You might want somebody that has a little bit more experience, someone that knows the ins and outs of the area that you're in, someone that knows the industry, knows all the wedding trends, doesn't have to take, a week to research. They already just know the answer for you. But that's just my advice. Next in line is contacting all your vendors. Now, if you have a wedding planner, then your wedding planner is going to do this for you already. Obviously, that's what we get paid to do. We'll contact all your vendors, but if you don't have a planner, that's what you need to do next. Once you find your wedding date, your new date that you're moving to, contact all your vendors, see if they are available, see if they have that time and date available, and do your best to try to keep as many of those vendors that you can. So before you commit to the date with the facility, you need to contact all your vendors and say, hey guys, these are the 2 dates we're looking at. Are you available such and such and such and such? I would suggest choosing the date that you have most vendors available for, because then you can just move your deposits over to the new date. Unfortunately, some of your vendors probably won't be available, so you might have to start from scratch in booking new vendors. That's the next step. Don't wait to book the vendors that you still need. If you lose a cake baker because they're not available on your new date, you need to find a new cake baker as soon as possible. Who was your second favorite at your tasting? Go with the second favorite. I know you're probably thinking, but I had my heart set on this other cake. Guess what? You are the only one that tasted that cake. None of your guests will know the difference between cake 1 and cake 2. Go with what you have available. Also, if you're still lacking some of your vendors, you guys, we need to talk about that. You shouldn't be lacking your vendors if you were postponing for something that was happening this month. But I know it happens sometimes. Get busy and booking those vendors. It's so vital and it's so important. There are so many brides and grooms that are postponing right now. Plus, there's so many fall brides and grooms and spring bride and grooms that are planning their weddings, and they have those dates available. They have those dates that they want to book too. So it's almost like, think about the economy. We're almost like the economy right now. You guys, we're in a recession. The economy is not doing well right now. But as soon as we get out of our homes, we're all going to be out at TJ Maxx and Marshall's spending all of our money because we've been cooped up at home for too long. So that's the same thing with weddings. You're gonna think, we're postponing all of these events for like 2 to 3 months. We're taking those months and we're pushing those weddings to new dates that are already filling up with brides that are booking their weddings out. So think about the high demand. There's gonna be such a high demand on these vendors. So you need to book your vendors now. Get your favorite vendor booked now. If you're moving, like I said, moving and postponing and changing a date, make sure you can secure those favorite vendors of yours. Then finally, you need to let all of your guests know. So you can do this on your wedding website. If you've got time, you can send out a change the date notification instead of a save the date. We're calling them change the dates because you're changing your date. So if you had a hard time deciding which engagement picture to use, maybe you use your second favorite now and use it on your change the date. Or maybe you do a picture yourself, a witty little picture of you and your fiance stuck at home, wearing a mask, a surgical mask, and wearing gloves. I don't know, do something fun. Maybe y'all have one of these change of the dates that are where you're sitting around drinking Corona. Obviously, that one's pretty funny. I love seeing that one. But do something, make it fun, make it witty, make it your personality. That's so important. And but make sure all your guests know. I would also suggest having either yourself, your mom, your aunts, somebody reach out to all your guests via phone. So many guests miss that on your website if you just post it there. So you need to have somebody actually reaching out to them to let them know what's happening and what's going on. I think that's the best way to do that. But a postpone card or a change the date card is really, really cute too. So anyway, I hope that helped some of you guys that are having to postpone your weddings. I hope that you found some clever tips in this post. If you have any questions, please, please, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you. We'd love to help you out during this time. If you like this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're going to be uploading a lot more videos here in the future. We thought this has been something that we've had on our mind for a while to start a YouTube channel, but we just hadn't had the time. So we thought, why not now? This is a perfect time to get this done. So here we are. And like I said, hit subscribe and we'll be making more videos to help you out in planning your wedding. Have a great day, guys.